Welcome to day one with Mike and Mary. It's called Business as Usual with an asterisk.
Because there is no usual anymore.
That's right.
You know, Floyd Wickman has always said that adversity breeds success. And then he's always added, if you let it. I think we've got an opportunity for the adversity that's out there right now in our world to create some success for us.
We decided to create a little video series because the world has changed. You know, with the new social distancing guidelines, our business, which is a people business, a contact sport, if you will, has got to change and go with the new reality and stop fighting it. In other words, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to focus on the things we can't do anymore? Or are we going to focus on the things we can do? Like Floyd said to me this morning when I called him, he said, remember, success comes in cans, not in cannots. So we came up with a list of the top 5 things you can do today here at day one of the new reality.
If you have been one of our program graduates or participants, you know every single day our students are encouraged to create a list of the top 5 most important money-making activities that they can do. Their top 5 to-do list. Well, here's our top 5 can-do list.
Yeah, and number 1, probably no surprise to those of you who know us from Mondays with Mike and Mary, that coaching podcast that we do, is train the brain. You can train the brain. And there's 2 ingredients that I want to remind you of. One is your morning routine. That's so you get the day off to a good start before you look at email or before you look at your phone or before you, God forbid, listen to the news. And then the other half is your evening routine, which allows you to get into sleep mode and get the rest that you need to meet this crisis that we're all facing head on with can-dos.
That's for sure. Number 2 is reach out. We have always believed that you get by giving. Our core values are to always live by the get by giving philosophy. So go out there and be a giver. If there was ever a time that's easy, it's right now, because some people are stuck in their homes for fear of their own health, for fear that they are more vulnerable in our society. Maybe they need someone to bring them food, to cook a dish, to encourage them or offer a word of reassurance. Even a phone call can do that.
Yeah, I love that word reassure because it's so in need today. A lot of people need a little encouragement, a little support. And, you know, everybody's got a story, but I bet you there's somebody out there who's worse off than you who could use a little kind word. So reach out and reach out to all the people you have deals in progress with to reassure them. You know, it's business as usual. Yes, with an asterisk, but guess what? We're going forward. So train the brain, reach out. And number 3, hey, you know that work you've been postponing on your database? This is a perfect time to take a look at that database and whip it into shape, because we're going to continue mailing and we're going to continue calling, and eventually we are going to go out and see those people. So get your database back in shape.
We are going to get past this. And when we do, our downtime, if you will be decreased to the nth degree. So what if we took a look at our systems as well and said to ourselves, where could I shore those up? This is the perfect time to devote an hour today, maybe an hour tomorrow, maybe an hour the next day. But what if we devoted an hour each of these days that we're landlocked to creating and improving our systems? Which system do you have? Start with making a list. And then find the one that's broken. Spend a little time working on that.
Yeah, we are going to need our systems to be well-oiled and in perfect working order, because guess what? This slowdown is going to create a backlog. And when the backlog comes to the front, oh my gosh, we're going to be overwhelmed.
We already had a backlog before this happened. Just imagine. So we got to get our ducks in a row for sure.
Now, here's the 5th thing you can do today, and that's go have conversations with people. You don't necessarily have to go out to do that.
Right.
Conversation. Now, if you don't want to have conversations with people, you could do some of those chores at home. Oh, no, don't do that.
No, conversations.
Go have conversations. You know, I did programs in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and half of the people who owned homes there didn't live in Myrtle Beach because
Right.
it's a second home community to a large extent, a lot of vacation. So they did their listing presentations remotely. You can do presentations on Skype or Zoom or Google Hangouts or GoToMeeting or even a Facebook portal. You can still do business.
That's right. And we need to still do business. We're not going to lose momentum, right? This is Spring Market 2020. So let's take that adversity philosophy that Floyd gives us and use this as our booster rocket time.
Yeah. Welcome to day one with Mike and Mary, and hopefully this will be a really short series. Thanks for watching.